The Google Pixel 9 series has arrived before the usual Pixel launch time, and the range starts with this one right here. This is the Pixel 9 with 12 GB RAM and 256 GB storage, priced at 79,999 rupees. Now you may wonder, is this the best flagship phone that money can buy for about 80,000 rupees? Well, spec to spec and regarding the user experience and camera performance, the Pixel 9 does seem to be a formidable deal. But in this price range, or actually even lower, there's the OnePlus 12, an all-around flagship package. This one starts at 64,999 rupees for 12 GB RAM plus 256 GB storage version, while there's also a 16 GB RAM variant plus 512 GB storage that costs 69,999 rupees. Now I believe the Pixel 9 is going to have a straight advantage over the OnePlus 12 in terms of camera, but in all other areas including the price, the OnePlus 12 does seem to look like the better deal, or is it so? Hello everyone, I'm Aniya for Fiiber by India Today, and welcome to the battery drain test comparison between the Pixel 9 and the OnePlus 12. First up, a quick look at the key specifications of both phones on your screens right now, and right off the bat, you see that the OnePlus 12 has a superior quality AMOLED screen that has an adaptive refresh rate and has a better resolution, and also has PWM dimming for eye safety. It also offers higher peak brightness numbers, although real world brightness in high brightness mode is the same, and that only matters. Rest, the Pixel 9 does have a better IP rating, but the OnePlus 12 has an IR blaster, another nifty addition. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip and a higher 16 plus 512 GB version are also plus points for the OnePlus 12, that too for less money, but the Pixel 9 does have longer software support and better AI features. Finally, battery and charging are again key strengths of the OnePlus 12, at least on paper, while the Pixel 9 does have a better camera system minus telephoto lens at the rear. So which of these two phones is the better one when it comes to battery life and performance, and does it make sense to put in the extra 15,000 rupees to get the Pixel 9 for a better camera and AI experience? Let's try to find some answers. As always, we kick off by booting up both the devices. So both phones on the table have dark mode enabled and are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. The brightness and audio are set at 50%, vivid color profile is set on the OnePlus 12, while the Pixel 9 has adaptive color profile enabled. I've also enabled 120Hz mode on both, and of course, the batteries are 100% charged. Alright, the one thing that I absolutely love about the Pixel 9's display is that it is flat, because apart from this, in terms of which one looks better and sharper, no doubt it is the OnePlus 12's display. So of course, curved screens are all nice and snazzy, but practically I'm someone who prefers flat displays. But if you prefer a curved screen, then you are going to appreciate the OnePlus 12's panel. In comparison to the Pixel 9, not only does it look more vibrant, rich and contrasty, but it also features a very important feature, that is 2160 Hz PWM dimming. And it is high time big phone makers such as Samsung, Apple and Google start including this feature. Otherwise, in terms of brightness, both are almost equally bright, but despite the OnePlus 12 having slightly lower brightness in high brightness mode, I still found the brightness to be about the same in real world usage on both devices. In fact, speaking of the Pixel 9's display too, it is very good, and if you love a close to natural color output on your screens, you are going to love the tuning here. However, if you ask me, in between the two, the OnePlus 12 does have a better looking display that's more visually appealing. Okay, we are done with the YouTube video playback round of 2 hours, and right now the Pixel 9 fared better both in terms of battery drain, in terms of percentage, as well as mAh. So the Pixel 9 has taken the lead with 93% battery left, while the OnePlus 12 is left with 90% battery. With that, it is now time to run an hour of 1080p video recording, and while both phones are at it, here's a look at the camera specs of both devices. The Google Pixel 9 features a dual rear camera system featuring a 50 megapixel primary camera coupled with a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera and a 10.5 megapixel front-facing camera for selfies. In terms of video recording, there's support for up to 4K 60 FPS recording on both the front and rear cameras. On the other hand, the OnePlus 12 features a triple rear camera system featuring a 50 megapixel primary camera, 48 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 64 megapixel periscope lens and a 32 megapixel front camera for selfies. For video recording, the rear camera supports up to 8K 24 FPS videos, while the front is capable of shooting up to 4K 30 FPS videos. Now here are some photos that I've taken on the OnePlus 12, and I also carried it as my primary shooter for my recent trip to Jaipur, and I have to say, for what it's worth, the Hasselblad tuning and all that jazz produces some really nice looking pictures. However, in comparison to some of the photos that I took from the OnePlus 12 alongside the Pixel 9, and you start seeing the superiority of the Pixel camera. Again, not that OnePlus 12's camera is bad, it is very good, but the Pixel 9's camera is definitely the superior one. Rest, you decide whether the superior camera performance for the extra 15,000 rupees is worth it or not. With that, we are done with the 1080p video recording round, and I don't know what's happening here, because the usual efficiency that I see with the OnePlus 12, I am not seeing right now, because both phones are tied right now. Both are left with 72% battery left, and I was really expecting that because of the bigger battery, the OnePlus 12 would have taken the lead here. But no, both are tied with 72% battery left. Alright, it is now time to run some benchmarks to get an idea if both phones are put under heavy loads in the real world, which one is going to give the better endurance. First up, the specs. The Google Pixel 9 is powered by the new Tensor G4 SoC and comes in a single 12GB LPDDR5X RAM with 256GB UFS 3.1 storage. The OnePlus 12, on the other hand, is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 SoC coupled with up to 16GB LPDDR5X RAM and up to 512GB of faster UFS 4.0 storage. Starting with Geekbench 6, and in both single-core and multi-core performance, the OnePlus 12 decimates the Pixel 9. In fact, Pixel 9's score is more of something that we usually see on mid-range phones these days. In Antutu as well, there's simply no comparison. The OnePlus 12 scores almost double of the Pixel 9, and it is not even funny. However, in the 3D Mark stress test, the Pixel 9 does score a better stability score, but again, the best loop and lowest loop scores, or even the temperatures and FPS range, is much better on the OnePlus 12. Finally, in the CPU throttle test, both phones had an abysmal performance. I mean, the OnePlus 12 still has an average 66% score, which is not at all expected from a flagship phone, but the Pixel 9 simply struggled to keep it together in the benchmarks. So here are the benchmark scores of both phones on your screens right now, and yes, the benchmarks were a mixed bag for both these devices. You can pause and take a look. And as I moved into the gaming round, it was about 10-15 minutes later I realized that I forgot to take the battery stats, so apologies for that. But in a shocking turn of events, and trust me when I say this, that the OnePlus 12 normally doesn't behave like this, but I don't know what's happening today. So the benchmarks around took a good hit on the battery life of the OnePlus 12. So right now the Pixel 9 is still in the lead with a 45% battery left, while the OnePlus 12 is trailing with a 37% battery left. So now let's talk about the gaming performance, and when it comes to playing games, and as seen in the benchmark scores too, the OnePlus 12 seems to be the better deal. Now, one thing that I will point out is that the Pixel 9 powered by the Tensor G4 chip didn't heat up as much as old Pixel phones, and even the Pixel 9 supports all the high-end settings in games such as Call of Duty Mobile can run at up to 120 FPS. However, in terms of smoothness and in terms of sustained performance, the OnePlus 12 is the better option. That said, I have to give it to the Pixel 9 for an efficient performance, and in fact, the surface temperatures while gaming for long sessions are pretty much in line with other high-end flagship phones. So the good news is that the Pixel 9 doesn't overheat when pushed to the limits. Now, it remains to be seen how it holds up in the long run. And with that, we're done with the gaming round as well, and both phones drained about 11% battery, so same there. But when it comes to the battery drain by mAh, again the Pixel 9 was better here. So the Pixel 9 is still in the lead with 34% battery left, while the OnePlus 12 is still trailing with 26% battery left. With that, we are in the last leg of our battery drain test comparison. I will now run an hour of Instagram on both phones here, but without keeping you waiting until the last minute, I'm going to fast forward to the 6 hours mark, and with that, the Pixel 9 finishes with 26% battery life, while the OnePlus 12 finishes with 18% battery. Now here's an hour by hour breakdown of the battery drain of both phones on your screens right now, and I'm not even kidding. The OnePlus 12 drained about 1000 mAh more battery than the Pixel 9, and no doubt the Pixel 9 is the clear winner in this battery drain test video. But not just the battery drainage, but the overall performance too. Going against a heavyweight like the OnePlus 12, the Pixel 9 actually fared pretty well. I mean, even if I remove the benchmarks round and then do the maths, both phones would have drained 47% of battery, which again favors the Pixel 9 and not the OnePlus 12, because in terms of actual battery drain, the Pixel 9 would have drained 2209 mAh, while the OnePlus 12 would have drained more battery at 2538 mAh. So long story short, the Pixel 9 is your clear winner of this battery drain test video, and so the question is, does it make sense to buy it over the OnePlus 12? Again, the OnePlus 12 is a well-rounded package, and none like it gives you the features at a price so competitive. However, for the extra 15,000 rupees, the Pixel 9 does sweeten up the deal with a host of AI features, better camera performance, and a surprisingly good all-around user experience. The good part, it doesn't overheat. Rest, you guys also share thoughts regarding both these devices in the comments below, and as always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiiber. I will catch you all in the next one. Till then, take care of yourself, and thank you for watching.